Okay, so this is the second time last week, I think. Um, yeah, I don't think anybody did, but this is one of my favorite games. And yeah, so it's not a horror game, though there are like creepy elements, I'd say, about the game, but it's not exactly a horror game. Um, it, it's kind of like a survival game. Um, so yeah. Um, it takes place. So last episode I mentioned, or last time I played, I mentioned it takes place after World War II, and in this universe, in this game, the events of World War II are vastly different than our reality of World War II. So, long story short, in our world, um, the apparent socialist Nazi party loses at the end. In this game, however, it's the opposite. Um,
Still alive. I wonder if God's helping me or just mocking me.
yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, I don't know why I came back here. Oh, I came back here for water. As I was saying,
If you don't know where you're going, you surely will get there.
th what was I saying? Yeah, so I think it was D-Day. The events of D-Day in Normandy, France, that it is thought to believe that it was a very significant war for the Allies against the Nazi party, or the Axis powers, excuse me. And in a city in England, well, think of it as a state, because in America we have states. So the state of Wellington Wells, and
Clever of them to pave the tracks with good intentions.
yeah, well, I know exactly what's next. So yeah, so the state of Wellington Wells, um, because of the last episode, I read some newspapers and found out, and I explained because I've played this story already. Um, Arthur's story is my favorite story. Sally's, at times I really loved it. At times I wasn't a big fan of it. Um, for a few specific reasons, but I still thought it was a very significant, important story. And though the way they handled it, which we'll see when I get there, yeah, because I want to play the whole game and I want to get the DLCs. I was looking at them right now. I didn't buy them, but they're only $8. I thought they were 15 each, so that's a relief. Yeah, so we got kicked out of the city of the parade district, and somehow ended at the very, very end of the entire state. And we're trying to make our way back to the parade district. Um, we made it through the train tracks, and we're starting to recollect our memories. We learned that the the people of Wellington Wells gave up their children to the Axis powers, um, because the Axis powers were declaring or demanding. They were demanding to have the kids, and we learned that it wasn't easily given up. The people fought back, and they were like, no, we will not. And they had this like registration of where you basically like have like all this paperwork of all the kids that live in the city and in the state, and they try to rip it to shreds. And when they say, they meaning the propaganda that we learn, apparently, according to Arthur's memories, the Germans apparently said that, or what the Germans did, what, oh, I can't pick that up, but what the Germans did was, we'll keep this view like this. What the Germans did was, to punish them, they hanged the people who were involved in the act of protest. And so, yeah. And Arthur remembers, and he's like, oh dear, I can't believe we did something like that. We were involved with something like that. I think that way is a city, like the inner city. I don't remember what this is. Looks familiar. I think that's towards the end of the story. So I think the Parade District is over there. So yeah, like we didn't run that much in the cutscene, and made it all the way over here. Yeah, so if I aim that way, so like the oops. So the Parade District is somewhere like over here, and we made it all the way over here, which is unrealistic, but whatever. And yeah. So now the next mission is to go to the train station, because Arthur believes that if we just go underneath the train bridge, which is to the Parade District, which is a way out. And so yeah, so right now we're gonna encounter a form of authority, privileges within privileges, essentially what I like to call it. Though the privileges are limited, you're made to believe you have some type of freedom. So yeah, which are these guys? So we'll see.
What are we going to do if there isn't food? Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your ball bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
We're coming for you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scanner.
You're done hoarding all the bee meat.
So I once mentioned, oh, that was very dumb. Okay, so I once mentioned how, to me, the game had a lot of similarities with this book called 1984. The guy up there, we'll soon learn his name, but they mention in conversation this thing called V-meat,
Look,
which is called,
it's me.
which is short for victory meat. In the book 1984, there's this thing called, what's it called? It's called Victory Gem. And I think this game actually does have the thing called Victory Gem. But I don't know who's walking outside with that. I think it's actually just people. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, this game has strange bugs. So it looks like he's walking back and forth. Oh, they see me.
It's nothing personal.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Okay, okay. Yeah, the combat's not too hard. Yeah, the combat is not too hard. Ooh, good boy. I mean, I am playing on regular, but to be fair, I first started on easy because the game, I don't know why, but it would just give me this eerie feeling, and it scared me.
Can't we work something out? No?
But I looked at the trophies. There's an actual trophy that the game gives you if you, I don't know if it's the entire game or just the story, but it is possible. Oh, I never saw this. It is possible, I guess, to go through the whole game and not unalive anyone. So that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, so empty bottles. We don't really need them yet. Yeah, I don't think so, not yet. Whoa, I just got dizzy. Anyways, I don't know why it doesn't let me. There's a power cell right there, which we were introduced to in the first episode. So I don't know how far I'm gonna make it in this game today. I think it's gonna be like 2 hours. But knowing me, because there is a side mission over here I like to do. I don't know what that is. Haute cuisine. I don't remember. Oh shoot.
How do I get down to the tracks?
Dude, I remember that. It doesn't even look dark, and you just walk in and they make it darkest. Yeah, he's just unconscious. But yeah, apparently it's possible to make it in the game without killing someone.
Please don't struggle.
I know that's a thing for several games. Let's pick that up. Yeah, that guy, he's just walking back and forth. I think it's only one person left.
This won't hurt a bit.
I don't actually know if they ever wake up like afterwards, because they're unconscious. So what I like to do is just finish the job, you know, to make sure that, yeah, that the job's finished, pretty much. There's only two things that scare me in the game. When we get to that part, I'll point it out. Yeah, meat. Yeah, we don't like rotten food. Is this journey really necessary? Needless travel interferes with the war effort. Yeah, the war propaganda. Pro-war propaganda. Don't need a pill bottle. I think I have several. So the pill bottles are so eventually you learn how to make certain types of drugs. I think there's a variety. Don't know how many, but yeah. I think I'll be fine. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games. Oh, what the heck? That's nasty. Imagine. Oh, I know what part I'm at.
That's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells.
And this is one of the lists that they have. and they all range from different ages. I think they're like 12 and younger. But one of the names on here is Arthur Hastings right there. And we're playing as Arthur. Let's just remember that. Elizabeth Boyle, name has been crossed out. Annie Boyle, her name has been crossed out. Anthony and Peter Belpit. Being to send by taxi. Also by taxi. I don't know what that is about. I don't recognize the names. Who else is there that's important? Felt like there was one name. I don't see it, but I also don't remember. But yeah, they all range from like around, I think, 12 and younger. I don't think we ever learn why they wanted the kids. At least I never did. I never learned why they wanted the kids. I don't know if we learn that in Arthur's story. I honestly have zero clue. Alistair Pinfield. Yeah. This game, I don't know. I find it really sad. Yeah, yeah. We'll see what this is about right now. Dear darling Sebastian, what a brave boy you are. Daddy says you got on the train and climbed out the back into the tunnel, just like we practiced. We were so worried when we saw the train pull away. What if the windows had been locked? What if agony waiting? It was agony waiting to know you were safe. Daddy says you're cross with him for not coming earlier, but please understand, it's too risky, except on days when he can inspect the tracks. Daddy will bring you food every Tuesday. Try to make it last. We don't have ration coupons for you anymore, but that's alright. All I need to reduce, as I need to reduce anyway. Courage, my little soldier. Love, Mummy. P.S. I've asked Daddy to smuggle Aloysius to you. I know you think you're too big to sleep with the teddy bear, but it's good to have comforts of home, you know? So his name is Sebastian. My dear Sebastian, happy birthday. I can hardly believe you're 10 already. Of course, you're such a brave boy that you often seem much older. That's a slice of carrot cake in the box. I know it's not your favorite, but we'll have to make do just a little longer. Next year, I hope we'll have a proper birthday cake and candles for you. This war can't last forever, Mummy. So, this boy... Oops. There's a letter right there if it lets me pick it up. Come on. Sebastian, we are so worried. Daddy says you weren't in your hidey hole on Tuesday and hadn't eaten your cake. This is no time to be a picky eater. Where did you go? We know it's risky to go out by yourself. Please be a good boy and don't scare us like that. At least leave us a note so we know you're safe. So his name is Sebastian. And there he is, Sebastian Dainty, the 27th of September, 1937. So the youngest one was from 1944. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how old they, like what year this all went down. Sebastian. Dainty, Pinfield. Okay, I thought they were related. I guess they're not related. Yeah. Right. I know what I'm looking for. I'm missing one thing. Where can it be? Huh. Oh. Heating golem. Nice, nice, nice. War ration, even amazing. You can get sick in this game. I have gotten sick. I'll explain it later.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
Okay, so we'll drop that. We'll drop that. We have 3 sticks. So I'll drop a stick. There is a way to get extensive, what do you call it? A way to get extensive space. I think it's by leveling up, actually. Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh, shoot. But this is a bathroom. Yeah. There's a lot of great stuff in here. Oops. Really good, useful medical care things. Yeah, I'm missing something. It's another note. Don't remember where it is. But it's supposed to tell us, like, yeah, that's a little bear friend. Yeah, so it was a little kid. Yeah. It makes me think of, like, modern politics. How, like, in America we had kids in cages with immigration and stuff. ADBC. Always do be careful. See, there we go. Yeah, so we got light. I think I have everything. And yeah, and all the kids' toys. Each child may take 1 item of luggage. Yeah. I think I mentioned this already. I don't know if we ever truly find out what happens. I mentioned in the last time I played that there is this, oh well, it was locked. There is this, I'll finish my sentence in a bit.
I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
So yeah, so he was older than 13. If, I don't know what day it was, what the date was. I can just look it up. I wanna... What year? And we happy few did they take the kids? 1947, so the youngest kid was around 3 years old. 1947. Yeah, because 44 is the last date. May, yeah. So around 3 years old was the youngest kid. Kind of crazy to think of. I don't exactly know why. Yeah. That was that. What as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. Here's one of the propaganda. Germany has sweets. I think it was to take the kids, for the kids to like feel comfort. But why there's so much rubbish, I don't know. Yeah, look at that. That's like the cages, man.
I promised I'd go with him.
And you are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
He can't take care of himself.
Bloody Bobby. I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. I don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet and got on the train.
So right now he's going through regret. Clearly, right? Clearly. Yeah.
Bloody hell. There's been some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
Oh, look!
Bloody hell.
It's a little lost lamb. Where's Bo Peep? Eating your curdsy way, I bet. That's little Miss Muppet, you Muppet. Can we pound him now? Yep.
You can't just call it a victory. A victory is when you win. We've come to the end of our time. We've come.
So I'm being cautious right now because I do remember it being hard to see.
Remember the 5th of November. Who will guard the Guardians?
I want a paper mache! I want a paper mache! I want a paper mache! I want a paper mache!
You're fiending. You're all fiending.
So one of them is leaving.
I'm just calling it a victory. Victory is when you win. You're beaming.
Oh. I'll be okay.
Well, it's for knocking down my blocks in kindergarten.
That is one thing about the game. They say repeated dialogue. Many times. But it's okay. It's sort of character to the, ironically, to the character. But yeah. So yeah, they took the kids. He feels regret 'cause he's like, I should have done something. I should have gone with them. I don't know what that says. Not me looking at it like I know. Germany. Don't know what this is.
Gotta drop some stuff, Arthur.
Shovel.
or
I
it's
don't know
gonna
why I
be
picked up the
tediously
shovel.
slow going.
Drop that. Yeah, the weights. I'll drop a shovel. Does he have a cricket bat? Wait, 3. Yeah, I'll drop another shovel. No, thank you. Yeah, when I first played this game... Oh, I'm hungry. When I first played this game, more ration. That's all I have, dang it. Cigarette tea is very important. I have 2 of them though. Rats. I'm actually, in real life, terrified of rats. I don't know what that thing means. But yeah, I am actually very terrified much of rats. They creep me out. What did I just see? Almost a Ratatouille. Ratatouille, he's good. Scotch. We haven't... We kind of did. Scotch. With Scotch, you can bribe the constables, which is pretty much the cops. So... And then right now, I know it seems like, why do you need sovereign in such a society? I can purchase things both through the vending machines, but there's, I think, 2 vendors in the game, and at some point I do need something from one of the vendors. At 93, I think I spent what, 20 already on beef jerky, on 1 piece of beef jerky.
Bloody hell. That's Ollie. Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastard!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You've gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone, they took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you say that before? Oh my God, Artie. Little Artie.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? When the...
But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse.
I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know.
Yeah, so... Nice. Okay. Yeah, he's not all the way here. He's not well.
That's Margaret. From school. Margaret... What's her name? She was supposed to go on the train, but then she disappeared and no one would talk about it.
Yeah, he's not well. He's not okay. Clearly, but then again, like, the bigger question is anybody in the wastrels or the inner city, is anybody okay? And no, technically no. Nobody is. Like, you learned that eventually in the game, that nobody is okay. Nobody is like... Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so this next mission, it's not my favorite one. Out of everything that I go through in the game, yeah, it's not my favorite one. Is it possible? No, it's not. Okay, I was gonna see. Is it possible to change the difficulty? It's not my favorite thing. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It's just, I don't know. You'll see. I don't really like it. It's mostly stealth. I'm not a big stealth person. I'm very trash at stealth games. So, yeah, that's pretty much why. But I think in this game, in this story, you see so much that once you play the second, and I haven't played too far into the third game, the third story, and I think I won't until I play it on here. But when you play the first story, you do all the missions, the main missions, but also the side missions. What is that? You learn, oh, I know what this is. I remember this. Yeah, it bugged out on me when I played it. We'll do that later.
There's a big one though.
We'll do this first. But yeah. I think this is gonna take most of it because you can be patient with it or you can rush it. And I think when I played it, I spent almost 2 hours on it, but because I didn't want to get
I
caught.
wonder if he ever figured it out. Why I wasn't on the train.
And yeah, forgot what I was saying.
Stop the movie.
Oh yeah, I do like that part. Like, you'll hear little bits of commentary from the people. It's very depressing. But I feel like it gives you a piece of what they're going through. They're actually old people. They're not young. They're not like Arthur's age. They're like, when he was a kid, they're like adults from that time. I did not know this was here. I mean, I probably did, I just don't remember. Rock. It's easy to, okay, I don't remember it being easy to find healing bomb.
Now you two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's
It's really easy to find. It's really easy to find. What do you call it? I mean, at the moment, it's been easy to find health bomb.
No fucking civilians! Have to kill you now.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform.
And I think there's actually no way to disguise yourself with uniform. That would have been so cool in my opinion. But to my knowledge, I don't think it's a thing. But yeah, I hate this part. It's gonna come up yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but there's only one thing that's, in my opinion, respectfully worse than this mission.
You can't go on it.
They said I could.
Well, of course the Germans said you could go on it. I'm saying you can't.
I've never been on a battleship.
But that's not the point. We hate the Germans, and that battleship is part of the reason the Germans are our lords and masters right now. Do you remember when they came over in all the little boats?
Do you mean in 1942 or in 1943?
Do you want people to spit on Mum when she goes to the market?
She doesn't go to the market. Since 1945.
But look, this is just one of those things. I can't explain every single detail of everything to you.
Are you mad at me?
I'm not.
You're not?
I mean, yes, I am. Please don't go on the Bismarck. It'll get you into trouble, which means I'll then be in trouble.
Alright.
You won't go?
I couldn't go without you, anyway.
For once, that's a relief.
Yeah, so there's evident examples that Percy was, I think, like, autistic, very smart guy. But yeah, and yeah. I never knew that. Oh yeah, I will say the first time I played this game, I just walked straight on through. They actually do bomb you. And it's ironic, once you go to like one of the cutscenes, you end up, if you ever find out about that, you're like, how did they manage to do that? But yeah, this is, I don't know. It's not a horrible mission, cause it could. Yeah, I just don't personally like. You would think that meat is cooked. I personally don't like stealth games. Not really used to them. Like The Last of Us. That's why I'm not good at the game. It's a good game, but I'm not good at it.
Arthur! Arthur? You get down from that tree before I chop it down.
Do you know why they're registering us?
The Germans love their lists, that's all.
They're taking us away on a train to Germany. You know about it, don't you?
Who told you that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, you all know about it, just not the kids.
Look, they've got cows there. It's not going to be powdered milk. They might even have chocolate.
Oh, chocolate makes it all better.
They've got tanks, Arthur. Or haven't you noticed? How are we supposed to argue with tanks?
I don't want to go to Germany.
It's only for a little while, I think.
I don't want to be a hostage.
Calm down. Let's have some tea.
Oh, right. I'll come down. I think I might be stuck, actually.
Yeah, so that's when he learns about, essentially, parting is such sweet sorrow. Where he learns about the list, or like the kids being taken.
Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
Oh, right. Forgot about that. Ah, right there. We shall never surrender.
Let's see that map you made.
Us interested line. June 43, November 43, December 43. USSR in. Oh, okay. The US. I'm assuming that says USSR. Maybe. It just says US interest line. USSR interest line. The French Soviet. Yeah. So basically, the Allies take control. Moonshire recipe: 2 bags of flour, fire, water, etc. Let's all get killed. Ali says the only way onto the bridge is from the Appleholm station in the Parade district, which means I've got to get ready for Appleholm first, which means I've got to get to Maidenholm. Did I mention Ali? Ollie's a loony now. Keeps talking to some girl who isn't there, and he's got a sort of shrine to her. Margaret, that's who he talks to. Sally and Percy and I went to school with Margaret. What's her name? Didn't we? And she didn't get on the train, did she? Something terrible happened, and no one would talk about it. Ollie is very cheery about us going to rob the Victoria Memorial Camp, or rather him robbing it, whilst his old army mates chased me around. Sounds like a lovely way to get bayoneted. I doubt very much anyone's cleaned up the barbed wire. Oh, and the tanks. Let us not forget the tanks. On the other hand, he's promised to help me to get the Britannia Bridge, so I might have to take him up on his offer. Can I trust him? Of course not. But I mentioned he's a loony. On the other hand, what else have I got? Look at all those tanks. Sally and I used to go and stare at them. Wonder if they were fun to drive. She wanted to be a rocket ship pilot, but I think a tank would have made her reasonably happy. The grown-ups tried very hard never to be somewhere they could see the tanks, or the military camp. And it's being out in the rubble that wasn't too hard for them. I wonder why the Germs left them behind. I mean, once they had the kids, didn't they need the tanks because the Soviets were smashing them to pieces in the east? There's a very real chance I shall go and get myself killed. It's an odd sensation. On one hand, I'm absolutely terrified. On the other hand, I haven't had an adventure since Sally messed up. I used to think I'd run into her. How have I never run into her? It's been 14 years. I want her to explain to me how she could have ever done that. And I don't want to. I want to forget the whole horrible, sordid thing and be the two musketeers again. I used to have a whole speech memorized. Or maybe she already got a new musketeer. A girl like Sally makes new friends so easily. The lads across the street would literally stop talking and watch her go by. She always got a kick out of that. Oh Christ. This is not what I signed up for when I went off Joy. All I want to do was to get out. I mean, to find Percy. Can't I bloody pick and choose what memories I get back? Well, if I get bayoneted to death, problem solved. So that's that. I technically can what's it called? Okay. Yeah, technically I can upgrade. I think to have more space, it's that one. Yeah. That's 5 and that's 8. 8 plus 5. 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 3, which is 15. So that makes it 13. I don't know why I said 15. So I need 13. I have 8. Stealth. These are not useful at the moment. This one will be. Yeah, this one is. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do. Oh, yeah, ear to ground. And buff. Okay.
Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge.
I don't think I ever actually used the sleeping potion. Yeah, I can sleep and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually did. Don't know why.
Ollie said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate.
Once I get through with this mission, I think all of them for Arthur are pretty good. The Sally one, I'll do Sally's story again on easy mode, not normal. Yeah, so there's, you have to draw people's attention. I never actually ever did that.
Bruv, you're not a bloody mule.
Trash,
You can carry
trash,
easily.
trash. Let's just drop that. It's okay. Whatever. They are useful to fight. They're useful to use, but it's like a bonus, I guess.
It's supposed to it.
What's the thing he told me to make? They're not water filter. Oh, interesting. We actually have a water filter. I don't think we use water filter. antiseptic. What was it? And you want to lie to someone when can't read. And you want someone to lie down, but not forever. Inflicts non-lethal damage. Very durable. It's a branch sewing kit. I have a sewing kit? I'm gonna keep that sewing kit. At some point it becomes important to have. Not very durable. Don't like that. Call drops. Hurts people's feet and slows them down. Causes minor damage and temporarily reduces movements when stepped on. Oh, I think I know what that is. Yeah. I saw that in what's it called? Home Alone. So it's only 2 people.
Well, don't get shirty with me. Righto, sir. Thanks, sir. I'm just saying, we might need to recruit. Who's there? What's that? Who goes there?
He really went all the way over there.
Who's there?
He did, didn't he?
Just pretend it is me.
I thought he discovered because I've had that happen to me in this game where I think I'm concealed and I'm not even.
There is no such things as ghosts. There is no such thing as ghosts. What's that? Where'd he go? Who goes there? They're here! They're back! Bastard! 10 o'clock!
They're not too scary.
It's started!
Oh my gosh, this is when I start wishing I played it on easy mode.
Come back for another! Back for more! We're under attack! For England! And St.
Yeah, these guys are loonies. I'm never taught to use that word for language.
Germany, you swine!
What? He's English.
Come back for another beating! For England! And St. George!
I don't. Yeah, playing it on easy was a different experience. What the heck? Why'd he turn me around? Yeah, so if you read that, yeah, they basically fake your death. That was a little bit more harder than I thought. Nobody's gonna watch this, so that's fine. I'm thinking about playing a different game because I don't really want to try too hard.
So, this is what shit feels like.
Yeah, I don't want to try hard, so I don't know what I'm gonna play. So there's another game called Builder's Journey I'll do. Or I'll just do Madden, screw it. A little bit thinking, but not too much. But yeah. Very, very short stream. So I'm gonna hop on Madden.